Hello and welcome back to Fenton Forest, and welcome to episode 14. And if you guys liked the video today, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon so you'll be notified when we post new content. So here we are, we're at episode 14 of our Let's Play series here on Fenton Forest, mapped by Stevie. And today's episode we are going to actually probably do the first bit of harvesting essentially that we will be doing on this Let's Play. So let's get to it and let's get on with a few bits and pieces. So where are we? We are at the shop and we need to basically get some equipment. Because we're starting to get to that part of the Let's Play where we start to actually produce something. So let's have a little bit of a recap of where we're at. So here we are on the map. We own a number of fields and we have a number of crops harvested. Now in the last episode I just bought field 25 and we were doing some soil sampling and that's been completed, as you can see here. We also put some lime down as well to actually can improve the soil quality, and that was kind of last episode. We also did some sheep. Now previously we have bought some fields which we're going to use primarily for grass, field 8 and field 5 for example. Now if we actually look at the map here and we've got grass turned on, what we're going to do is show the current state of play on the grass. Now this grass field here, field 5 and field 8, are currently our only two grass fields. Now if we go through to the growth state, we're in that summer period and we're at a point where we can harvest. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to harvest field 8, get some grass off that field and get that growing again quickly. So what we're going to do is start getting some equipment together to be able to do that. All the other fields are pretty much in a growing state at the moment, so we can't really do much more. But what we're going to do is get that field 8 up and running. Now, I brought two tractors up to the shop because we're going to have to purchase a couple of pieces of equipment we're going to have to take back to the farm. The first of these pieces of equipment is basically something to do the mowing. Now, I kind of want to use a dedicated mower. So what I've basically kind of planned to do is I'm going to purchase this guy here, the big M450 mower. Now this is a standalone mower with a 9.9 meter working width. We're going to up it to the top power. We'll keep it with the I think we'll keep it with the standard wheels. Yeah, let's keep that, and then we'll purchase that. This is going to be used on field 8, and effectively, if we go over here we have it. Now, this is the mower. It can be basically used standalone and essentially just it cuts grass and it leaves it on the field for us to deal with. So that's the first piece. The next piece of equipment we need, is essentially something to kind of organize the grass. Now a tedder will basically help us create hay, and for the moment we are not going to bother with that just yet. What we do need is a wind rower. Is it a wind rower? I can never remember. Arranges grass and hay, straw and rows. So a wind rower, it really doesn't sound particularly right, will be needed next. So what I'm going to do is purchase this Merge Max 920 from Stevie and essentially use that to do the grass organization, as it were. So I'm going to purchase one of those. and drop those here at the store. And finally, we need something to pick up the grass. So we need a loading wagon. And I'm going to use this guy, the ZDX 560. This is the modded version by Stevie. We will actually use the... let's see which capacity. We've got various capacities. I think we're going to use the 120,000 litre capacity version, to be honest. Standard wheels setup. Actually, no, I'll use wide tyres. We'll have a cover on it as well because it looks cool. And we'll use that guy. So we'll purchase that. And I think we've kind of got all the kit we need. So we've got the mower. We've got the wind rower. We've got the loading trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send... actually, no, I'm going to send this off first to Field 8. And I'm going to set this off with auto drive, and hopefully that will basically make its way there. Next up, we are going to send this guy off with the the wind rower. It really doesn't sound particularly right as a word, but it is the correct word. So I'm going to send this off. And we are going to send this to Field 8 too. And he's going to go off, strangely enough, that way. The other one went the other way, and that one went this way. Two different routes, strangely enough. The final tractor here, the R-Valtra, which is pretty much what we've been using for running pickups and so on with the other trailer that we've got back at the yard, will basically do this job. Now this is going to be our pickup trailer. I'm actually going to send this to the farmyard. Partly because Field 8's going to get a little bit crowded. Hopefully it goes around there. And whilst this heads back to the yard, I'll catch you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so we've arrived back at the yard, and we'll leave this here for the moment, but what we'll do is let's just check where all the vehicles are at. So he's here. Where did the mower go? Ah, the mower is already up here. That's good. Grab the Land Rover and head up to Field 8. and try and head up there quickly, and we will get ourselves up to field 8. And so basically the plan is to start cutting the grass on field 8. We will take the wind rower and we'll take the windrower and essentially organise the grass once it's been cut, and then we'll take that forage trailer and use that to then collect and drop the grass into the silo. And then what we can do from there is we can then organise that grass to drop it off at other locations, such as the fermenter and so on. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of nip around here, and as you can see we've got our two vehicles all here already. So this guy should be waiting for the other one to finish, but obviously it's not going to go anywhere. So here's the plan. So we are going to take this guy, and I am going to drive him over to this far corner, and then we're going to use courseplay to cut the manage the cutting of the grass. So essentially this guy's going to strip this field bare of grass. Now when I played this map previously, I actually did a custom field for this field, but I'm not going to do that this time, partly because there's additional things on this field which just make it a little bit trickier. So what I'm going to do is just use a very plain course to actually do this. So we need to drop courseplay into the fieldwork mode, because we're going to generate essentially a course for this field. We're doing field 8, and we're doing essentially the southwest corner, and we don't need a headland, we just basically need to generate a course. And as you see, we just need to reset that and it will basically do the course, and we should be good there. So that is done. We're going to set it to first waypoint. Now we're actually going to save this course. Field 8 mower. Sorry. Now the reason for this is because we actually kind of need this for the other tasks. So let's drive the course and let this guy get started. And that's going to cut the grass and in theory leave us with some grass we can essentially pick up. As you'll see, we've got the lines of grass being cut there. So let's go over here, and we will essentially take this guy over to the starting position. I do need to do one thing. I need to tell that to go to first position actually, as we start, once it's kind of finished. So we will kind of bring this over here. Now essentially this is going to do the same sort of thing, and we will again field work, course generation, 9 meter width on field 8, and we are starting southwest corner, and we would essentially generate a course. And with this one we do need to save this again. Actually, let me just double check. It's a 9-meter working width on this. And that's basically, we're going to need this for when we do our pickup. I do need to just pop into this when it arrives, because I do want to basically tell this when it's finished to drop onto the first starting point. So let's do that here. Return to first waypoint. Partly because I want to get it out of the way for when this comes through. Next up is I'm going to just essentially double check everything. Pretty sure that should be the working distance. Vehicle convoy. This was actually some of the ones we did before, but we're not necessarily using it right. So let's hit this drive course, and this should start process. And that will basically combine all the grass into a single column. And there we have. Oh, actually, we've messed this up. So that was a mistake on my part. I am using these for a while. We do need it to be in the middle. So that basically we can pick it up properly. We do need to kind of have it in a uniform location when we do the pickup. Not an issue if this messes it up completely. I'll have to manually pick up the first row, but that's not a problem. And hopefully it is. It's kind of left some here, but that's fine. What we'll do is we will pick that up manually. So let's head over to the Land Rover, and we need to go and grab the forage tractor so we can actually do these pickups. So let's head over here and head through the trees. Of course. And we'll go down the road here. So while those are basically doing their thing, we shall go grab the forage tractor and send that up to field 8, and then we'll go and correct our mess. And have that essentially collect the grass, which is basically the next job. So that's kind of the next thing. Once we've kind of got the grass done, that first sort of set of grass is pretty important. We're going to have another one which will be our second field to sort of do with grass later on. Now what I'm going to do is just have this park at the house. And then we'll take this guy up. So what we'll do is I'll see you guys at Field 8 in a couple of minutes. Okay, here we are arriving at Field 8, and we will be using this guy to start our pickup. So if we can I move this over? So I think first things first, I'm going to do that kind of messed up line, and then I will kind of go through the setup. Just so we can show you guys what we need to do. So I'm going to just do here is kind of I'll just do this bit of pickup here and kind of show you, and then I'll kind of run through how we do the main event with this, with courseplay. So for the moment, we don't need to open cover, but we do need to lower the pickup, and we need to turn the forage wagon on, and let's head up this row of grass that's on the edge here and pick this all up. This will basically do this job. So essentially what we'll do is we're going to use courseplay to do this field work, and we're going to utilize our previously saved course that we did for the wind row, and we're also going to use auto drive courses essentially to do drop-offs for the piece of equipment once it's finished. So we've just done our pick up here, and I'll turn this around, and as you can see we've picked up all that messed up section that we kind of messed up earlier on, but that's cool. We fixed that, so let's kind of just head to the beginning of the thing. So this is actually really quite straightforward. We've got a whole bunch of autoplay routes that will take us to various locations, and essentially what we're going to do is use this to control how we do this work. So what we've got here is we'll bring up courseplay, and we will go to fieldwork, because that's essentially what we're doing here. We will load up. I just need to kind of close this. So we'll load up the Field 8 9-meter windrow. So load that up. Just do that again. The other thing we need to do is this auto drive is basically where we're going to actually merge that in. So I want to kind of show. I can't remember where it is actually, to do the kind of show you the field. Can I just show? Strangely I can't see the actual thing. So we're actually going to do a silo and return. So what we're going to do is append the course at the end, and that should allow us to do the job. Is essentially append that to the end, and that should allow us to basically do everything we need to do. And when we do drive course, this should now go and do everything, picking up, and when this is full, this should drop off in the old silo. So that is basically how we kind of use course play and auto drive to basically achieve a nice clean field. So we've basically got 2 pieces of equipment working on here already alongside this this guy, and we're effectively using course play and auto drive to achieve our task here. This is kind of the first of the fields that we'll be working on. We're at that stage now where we're basically in this in-between period where we're waiting to be able to harvest in the late summer, early autumn. We can't really plant anything else that we can actually use, so we have to do other tasks. We're doing the grass here, which is pretty good. But essentially we are working away on our fields at the moment and getting some stuff done. We could theoretically plant alfalfa, but for the moment we are going to keep to this plant at the moment. So there we are, and so we're going to end this episode out here. With us working this field. Very sort of quick episode today, with us getting on with one of our field tasks, which is getting some grass done. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So with that, thanks for watching, have a great day and goodbye.